friends, Rotarians, Rotarians, and it's welcome to the one and only, and possibly the only episode of conversation with the trailblazers of RCRG. So, how are you all feeling today?
Great.
Wonderful.
Good. It's good to have you here today. Today is probably the last program of this year, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. I just would like to begin with one question. This is for you, Purvesh.
Yeah.
That being a president is a very tough job, and it is very demanding. And you have a young child, you have a Mirabin to look after as well, or probably she looks after you. I don't know. However it works, but it is a very demanding job. And what time did you actually decide to take up this job? What actually made you take up this particular job?
Sir, Ankur Bhai, there is probably something that I have my own much busy schedule. So there was a challenge for me always that could I do two things at a time, my work and service activities both together, and that was something in my mind that clicked probably 2 years back when I worked with Deepak Bhai as secretary. At that time even I thought that there could be something that I can, and I had discussed a lot with Meera regarding that. Probably I had discussed with Yogesh Bhai for this. I went to him and talked a lot of these things that could I do this, and what do you think, that am I able to do this? You see, I was confident, but I need a pushback from someone, and it was Meera and Yogesh Bhai both who did that. And yeah, it's a tough job, but I think so. It was fine.
They say that the president and the secretary are almost as if they are married to each other.
There ain't no doubt about it.
So now it was an equally tough job for you as well. So how did you and Monica ji decide to, jump into this? See, I'm asking both of you.
Yes. Starting with me, it was like he called me up somewhere around 8 in the evening, and he said me that કે ચલ આપણે 11 વાગે એક કામ છે મળીએ એમ કરીને, and he met me outside, and we were just sitting on some stairs of a building, and he was staring at me, and I'm like, શું છે ભાઈ બોલ ને આટલું બધું શું કે ભાઈ આમ આટલું તો મેં કીધું મારા લગ્નમાં મેં નહોતું વિચારેલું. તો he was like કે ના આપણે કે એવું કામ હતું કે આપણે છે ને આવું વિચારી છીએ. મેં કીધું શું વિચારી છીએ એમ. he was like આપણે આ વર્ષે જોઈન્ટ સેક્રેટરીમાં છો તો પછી આવતા વર્ષે સેક્રેટરીમાં કેવું રહેશે? I was like, it's fine. I told him I just need like at least 2 to 3 days to discuss with my family, and because even I have professional commitments and all those things. So it took me 2 to 3 days to decide whether to take this opportunity as a secretary of the club. And somehow in between some things came up, and Devansh came in those times. And I felt so awkward to call him in between of all these things. So he was waiting for my call to give the confirmation. I thought like he would have understood, and I have taken the job already. So, so in a way it was mutual, and nothing tough till that day, till now. It was a pretty smooth thing to go.
Well, very rightly said that it's always that president and secretary are almost married to each other. When you were narrating the staircase wala thing, I was able to recall once Rishit and I were sitting on a staircase and he was expressing his feelings to me. So,
so that proves my point.
yeah, certainly. Well, my question is to both Purvesh and Kunal. See, when you take this big decision, well, with me it happens that मैं कोई बड़ा चीज़ commit करती हूँ उसके बाद I do introspect myself ke, whether I'm doing it right or not. Whether such moments came in your life where you started having cold feet, or okay, whether I have taken a right decision or not, questioning yourself, does that happen with you?
See, cold feet at some times, but never a thing that I regret taking this post. Cold feet, I think so that till date there was nothing that drastic happened. It was only last, I think so, when we were shooting for this talent show, and it was so messy, and all those things were so difficult. See this, everybody is practicing on Zoom to shoot on a different platform, doing something so differently. At that point of time, it went at parts that I, a couple of days I was sleepless till 3 or 4 a.m. And there was things that I used to wake up, I used to sit and just think on the things that will this go fine. It was that's the only moment that came somehow. Apart from that, I don't remember anything throughout the year that and surely there is no regret, and I love this.
But your efforts then after that happy ending.
Yeah, yes, yes, 100%.
What about you, Kunal?
Regretting any decision is just out of the question. Basically, talking about the cold feet or something that I'm nervous about, I'm sure none of you sitting here would agree to me that I am a person with a stage fear.
The stage fears you.
That's what the image is. I remember times that I was told by Purvesh that go up on the stage or maybe grab a mic and say whatever you want to. But there are times, one of the instances that I want to share with you guys, that we had this event in IK Vijliwala, I guess. At that time, I never had my speech or vote of thanks prepared. And me and one of my friends from Rotary were sitting on the stairs listening to the great speech, the great show basically. And we jotted down some points that we would say after the event is over as a vote of thanks or maybe as a gratitude message or something like that. And somehow, whatever me and my friend decided, the whole thing was taken up by him at one point of time. And I was blank because I was like, the next turn is mine and I have nothing to say. I don't know, somebody gave me a pat from behind and said, go, it's your turn, and vote of thanks है ना, क्या होगा, कौन सी बड़ी बात है, 2 मिनट बोलना है, 2 मिनट बोल के नीचे आ जाएगा. And I took a break and I went upstairs. I spoke around 8 minutes in spite of 1 minute, and Purvesh that day for the first time told me that was the best vote of thanks I could ever give, ever.
I remember.
In
That was
RCA.
wonderful. Yes,
So
I remember.
that's the confidence that Rotary gives you. I don't know how it happened, when it happened, but it just happened.
What I have noticed about him is that throughout the year, what he has done, I learned one thing out of his work, that love what you do. Put your heart, soul into your work. So he has done all throughout the year, very wonderfully he worked for the Rotary. I think after the year, when the year started, I think it was me who get nervous when Trishala arrives. I was so nervous now what to do. One more member is added to our family, and that was a very tough time actually. But I should say, very means like smoothly, and he balances the family and the Rotary all together, and he look after my health, and he used to give time to Trishala and Prahan both together. So I should say that he has balanced very well.
Thanks.
Between the family and Rotary. I was so
No,
nervous.
that was genuine actually.
Yeah, I was like very much nervous about that at that moment. That very little baby with us, and will you be able to give time or not? But with the support of family, mom, dad, and Kunal, everything was possible. Late night, even when he comes back to home, he used to give time to both the children.
That's really very sweet of you to say that. And I guess when it comes to dedication, I guess all of us have witnessed all 4 of you giving your 100% no matter what.
Yes.
So yeah, goes to that.
You are very appropriate leaders. You are very appropriately named board, the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers. Now, tell us, what are some of the trails that you and the board have blazed during this year?
I would like to ask the meaning first.
It was found by you. You have to say the meaning. So this is this is the thing that the name was given by him. So all credit to him, and he will explain it.
We were thinking about the names to be finalized for our board this year. And we were just searching names online, this, that, whatever. But this name that I once read in some novel, and it was basically a baseball team, basically. So the name came from that. And coming to the trails that we have leaving behind this year for people to follow. There are many. I don't know. I won't name much, but the kind of the things that we have tried this year, the kind of meetings that we have tried, mostly out of they were outdoor meetings. They were more of followership and less of the speaker meetings. The kind of projects that we have done. To name some were like the Deepotsav. Deepotsav was a project which went for 7 days in a row. That has never happened before. And more than 5,000 beneficiaries in 7 days. Then we had the Rotary Greater Utsav on Makar Sankranti. Even that time we distributed some kits, Farsan kits and all those things, chikki distribution. And our baby project, our dream project, MHM, we could do the Jabalpur as the very first in Gujarat, the sanitary pad free village, and more than 1,000 beneficiaries out of that one project. So those are the things that I think are noteworthy, and we hope and we definitely know that people and president and secretary and the board which are going to be in the next year are going to definitely cross our marks.
Talking about your board, let us hear what they have to say about this year and about the two of you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you may say.
Good evening to everyone. Every president and secretary comes with new ideas with ultimate aim to give back to the society through this unique club called RCRG. MHM programs held round the year gave clear message that what was the focus area of both president and secretary for the year 1920. MHM programs not only brought awareness amongst women but also changed their perception, and better results will continue to be seen in coming days and years. As a member of RCRG, I am also thankful to editor Ann Nivetha Amlani for being consistent in her writings and circulating us all required details from time to time. I have seen Ishita in her editorial year, and I have also witnessed and had a chance to work with Palak Bhabi last year during her editorial year. Precise detailing is cumbersome, but you made it look so easy with all your zest and enthusiasm, Nivetha Ben. RCRG has always welcomed change, and I am sure Board 2021 will get same motivation and support. As I shoulder the responsibility of editorship, I wish to be consistent and pen down President's work in a most effective manner. Thank you once again. Good day.
Rotary year 1920 under the leadership of President Purvesh Kotecha and Secretary Kunal Mehta is going to end on a high note. Under their leadership, they have scaled up our club to a newer height and created benchmark for this coming year through various service projects and the meetings which we had. Right from the day one, they were very clear on the vision and plans which they had and how to execute, taking all us along with them. I think the significant achievement for this year was the MHM project, which was a carry forward of Red Revolution, and to say extensively this was carried out, and hence we had some significant beneficiaries out of it. Later part this year was a bit different and was challenging due to this present situation, but due to the adaptability and accept the change attributes, we had the service projects on, plus the meetings, the fellowship meetings, entertainment meetings, which were there in a different way and with the diversity. So I would like to thank the President, Secretary and the entire team for giving us the memorable Rotary year, and it is always an honor to be a part of the board. Thank you so much.
રોટરી યર 2019-20 શરૂઆતથી જ વિશ્વાસ હતો કે આ વર્ષ ખૂબ જ સફળ અને સુંદર રહેશે, કારણ કે પૂર્વેશના દિમાગમાં એટલા બધા સર્વિસ પ્રોજેક્ટના આઈડિયાઝ અને એના દિલમાં એટલો બધો જોશ હતો કે જેના લીધે જ રોટરી ગ્રેટરના ઇતિહાસમાં કદાચ સૌથી વધુ સર્વિસ પ્રોજેક્ટ ધરાવતું આ વર્ષ હશે. પૂર્વેશનો કાયમ પોઝિટિવ એટીટ્યૂડ અને ધીરજવાન સ્વભાવ ખૂબ જ એપ્રિશિએટિવ છે. બિંગ અ બોર્ડ મેમ્બર કદાચ હું ક્યારેય ક્યાંય મૂંઝાણો હોઉં તો એ કાયમ હસતા મોઢે કહે, મોજ કરને રાજા. આ લાઈનને કદાચ આપણે એની તકિયા કલામ પણ કહી શકાય. સાથે સાથે કુનાલની એક્ટિવનેસ અને પ્લાનિંગ ખૂબ જ કાબિલે તારીફ છે. મને યાદ છે જ્યારે 19-20નો પ્રેસિડેન્ટ પૂર્વેશ બન્યો ત્યારે હસતા હસતા કહેતો કે 19-20માં કદાચ કંઈ 19-20 રહી જાય તો ચિંતા નહીં, પણ હું ચોક્કસ કહીશ કે કોરોનાની આવી કપરી પરિસ્થિતિમાં પણ એણે કાંઈ જ 19-20 થવા ન દીધું. સર્વિસ પ્રોજેક્ટ બધા ચાલુ રહ્યા. સાથે સાથે ઓનલાઈન સેશન્સમાં ઇન્ફોર્મેટિવ ફેલોશિપ અને એન્ટરટેનમેન્ટ મીટિંગ્સ પણ ચાલુ રહી. આપણે સૌ જેની આતુરતાથી રાહ જોતા હોઈએ છીએ એવી ટેલેન્ટ ઇવનિંગ પણ એને ઓનલાઈન જ નહીં પણ ખૂબ જ સફળતાપૂર્વક પૂરી કરીને બતાડી. 19-20માં મને ટ્રેઝરર બનવાનો મોકો મળ્યો, એના માટે હું પ્રેસિડેન્ટ પૂર્વેશ અને સેક્રેટરી કુનાલનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું. સાથે સાથે રોટરી ગ્રેટરના દરેક સભ્યો કે જેમનો પણ ખૂબ મને સહયોગ મળ્યો છે એમનો પણ આભાર માનું છું. ધન્યવાદ.
રોટરી વર્ષ 2019-20 ખૂબ જ સરસ રહ્યું. પૂર્વેશભાઈ તથા કુણાલભાઈએ પ્રોજેક્ટ, ફન અને ફેલોશિપથી ની હારમાળાઓથી રોટેરિયન્સને સતત પ્રવૃત્ત રાખ્યા, જોડાયેલા રાખ્યા. વર્ષ દરમિયાન કેટલાય યાદગાર પ્રોજેક્ટ થયા. દાખલા તરીકે ટ્રાફિક અવેરનેસ પ્રોગ્રામ, ભાંગડા યોગા, જબલપુર ખાતે ડિસ્પોઝેબલ પેડ ફ્રી કર્યું ગામ એ, ધમાલ ગલી, પછી દિવાળીની અને મેં મકરસંક્રાંતિ ઉપર મીઠાઈ અને ચીકીનું જે વિતરણ જરૂરિયાતમંદોને કર્યું એ, પછી MHM પ્રોગ્રામ, પોલીસ હેલ્થ ચેકઅપના જે આપણે લોકડાઉન ટાઈમમાં કાંઈક પ્રોગ્રામ કર્યા એ પણ ખૂબ સરસ રહ્યા. ગોવાની કોન્ફરન્સને તો કેમ ભૂલી શકાય. અને એ દરમિયાનની ફન, ફેલોશિપ, બીચ મસ્તી, હેલારો રાસ કાયમની યાદગીરી બની રહેશે. વિન્સ અંતર્ગત હરિઓમ વિદ્યાલય કોઠારિયા રોડ પર હેન્ડવોશ સ્ટેશન બનાવી આપ્યું ત્યારે ત્યાંના શિક્ષિકાબેને સુંદર મજાનું એ હેન્ડવોશ સ્ટેશન જોઈ અને ખૂબ જ ભાવુક થઈ ગયા અને આંખમાં પાણી સાથે મને કહ્યું કે અમારી ગરીબ દીકરીઓનું તમે આટલું ધ્યાન રાખો છો તો ઈશ્વર તમને ખૂબ સુખ કરશે. અને આ ક્ષણ મારા માટે રોટરી મોમેન્ટ ઓફ ધ યર બની ગઈ. અને હા, છેલ્લે નિવેથા અમલાણી ન્યૂઝ એડિટર તરીકે ઉત્કૃષ્ટ સેવાઓ આપી અને ગ્રેટર ટાઈમ્સને ગમતીલું બનાવ્યું. જય રોટરી.
નમસ્તે. સતત નવું વિચારવું અને તે વિચારો પાછળ ખૂબ મહેનત કરવી તે પૂર્વેશભાઈ અને કુનાલભાઈના સ્વભાવમાં છે એમ કહી તો પણ ચાલે, અને બ્લડમાં છે તેમ કહું તો પણ ચાલે. તે આપે પણ અનુભવેલું હશે. જુલાઈથી માર્ચ મહિના દરમિયાન ખૂબ સરસ મિટિંગો આપી અને ઘણા બધા પ્રોજેક્ટો કર્યા. લોકડાઉન દરમિયાન પણ ઘણી બધી માહિતી આપતી મિટિંગો કરી અને જરૂરિયાત મુજબના પ્રોજેક્ટો પણ કર્યા. હાલમાં ટેલેન્ટ શો જે આ વર્ષે અશક્ય હતો પણ તેમાં કંઈક નવું કરી બતાવ્યું પૂર્વેશભાઈએ. દર વખતે એક લાઈવ ટેલેન્ટ શો હોય છે, લાઈક નાટકની આપણને ફીલ આવે છે, પણ આ વખતે પૂર્વેશભાઈનું ખૂબ સરસ આયોજન હતું કે બધાને મૂવીની ફીલ આવી. માટે ખૂબ ખૂબ અભિનંદન પૂર્વેશભાઈ, કુનાલભાઈ અને પૂરી ટીમને. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
Hello friends, this year Rotary theme is Rotary connects the world. Our president and secretary successfully connected every Rotarian with all the projects. વર્ષ દરમિયાન ઘણા બધા પ્રોજેક્ટ થયા, જેમાં MHM પ્રોજેક્ટ, જબલપુર ગામને ડિસ્પોઝેબલ પેડ ફ્રી કરવું, ટ્રાફિક અવેરનેસ પ્રોગ્રામ, કોરોના કાળ દરમિયાન પોલીસ હેલ્થ ચેકઅપ કેમ્પ વગેરે ખૂબ જ સુંદર આયોજન થયા. આ બધાની વચ્ચે આપણે દિવાળી પહેલાં નાકડાવાડી સ્કૂલ ખાતે મેજિક શોનું આયોજન કરેલું, પણ આપણા બધાના આશ્ચર્ય વચ્ચે એ બધા બાળકોએ પહેલીવાર મેજિક શો જોયો હતો અને એમની આંખોમાં જે આશ્ચર્ય અને આનંદ હતો એ ભૂલી શકાય એવો નહોતો. અને તેવો જ આપણો પ્રોજેક્ટ મેટોડા પ્રાથમિક શાળા ખાતે જ્યારે આપણે કાઇટ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન કર્યું અને એ લોકોને પતંગનો પંજો જ્યારે હાથમાં આપ્યો ત્યારે જાણે એ લોકોને દુનિયા મળી ગઈ હોય તેવો આનંદ જોવા મળ્યો હતો. સાથોસાથ દિવાળી દરમિયાન ફૂડ કિટનું વિતરણ, મકર સંક્રાંતિ દરમિયાન ચીકી વિતરણ, એવા ઘણા બધા સારા પ્રોજેક્ટ આપણે વર્ષ દરમિયાન કર્યા. થેન્ક યુ.
Hello everyone. Playing a inning with fixed tenure and demonstrating consistent performance for the entire year itself is a very big challenge for a president and secretary. When one decides to become president or secretary of such prestigious group like Rotary Club of Rajkot Greater, you have to be first thing to balance your work, family and these additional responsibilities which require huge quality time for next 365 days. Congratulations to President Purvesh Kotecha and Secretary Kunal Mehta for managing the show very nicely in entire Rotary year 2019-20. I believe this is the opportunity for any individual to nurture leadership quality, and I am sure both of them had also learned lot of lessons which may definitely helpful to their personal as well as professional life. May Almighty give strength, courage and wisdom to both of them to continue service for the club at different level in future. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I would like to thank Purvesh and Kunal for having trust and faith in me that I'll be able to fulfill the duties as a MSP director. This year has been amazing working alongside my fellow Rotarians. Being a board member again has helped me understand Rotary in a better way. Thanks to both of you once again for this amazing opportunity.
Rotarian Mihir Nagrecha, Vocational Service Director of RCRG 1920. Talking about this year of RCRG, it was super fun, full of new lessons and learning. Each and every meeting was very interesting, be it live before COVID-19 or on Zoom during the current situation. Many problems were faced due to COVID-19, but we did not stop, nor did the enthusiasm of everyone. Blood donation camp, health checkup camp of traffic police providing food to the needy people, awareness of COVID-19, and this year our pilot project was MHM that we did in many schools and colleges. Talking about my bond with Purvesh and Kunal, both of them are true team leaders and always guiding towards the success of our club whenever it was needed. To conclude, I would like to say that I am proud to be a board member of the year 1920, and I am thankful to my president Purvesh to keep trust on me for my post. I will always be ready to serve our club whenever I am needed. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I am thankful to Purvesh and Kunal for entrusting me with the role of the communication director. It was a joy working closely with both of them and keeping everyone updated regarding the meetings and projects throughout the year. I am proud of both of them for doing various projects throughout the year, and I wish them good luck for their future endeavors.
Hi everyone. I have been fortunate to be given the opportunity to serve in RCRG for 2 years. Thanks to past President Yash Rathod in year 2018-19 and President Purvesh Kotecha in year 1920. It has been such a joy working with everyone at RCRG in last 2 years. But it was a great learning experience working closely with all the board members. Year 1920 started with a bang with projects emphasized on MHN. President and Secretary with a team of hands reach out to so many girls. All this was slowed down by Corona. Everyone accepted just to forget Rotary. But thanks to great efforts by President Secretary and President, Rotary went online which continued with fun meetings. And what better way to end the year than the talent show that everybody is eagerly awaiting. Purvesh Bhai and Kunal Bhai made it to the point to not get their precious year slow down. The projects undertaken this year under them, even during Corona, will always serve as an inspiration to all the presidents in coming years. Purvesh Bhai and Kunal Bhai, kudos to your great efforts this year. It was great pleasure seeing you all and helping you both in whatever little ways that I could. Good luck to you both on everything you do in your life, and all the best, and thank you Mehul Bhai for giving me opportunity next year as well. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello RCRG.
Each and every year, a new benchmark has been set by the outgoing team, and this year is no exception. Would like to congratulate our President Purvesh Kotecha and Secretary Kunal Mehta for doing a wonderful year. Programs like MHM throughout the year have benefited thousands, and recently, in this coronavirus pandemic, our club has done a wonderful work by organizing medical checkup camps for our frontline workers. That clearly shows how RCRG cares for society. I would once again congratulate President, Secretary, and the whole team behind this fabulous year. Keep going. Peace.
You all saw in the videos that how much you all have praised. I'm sure you all would be definitely proud of yourself. So are we. You know, I guess almost all board members did mention menstrual hygiene management.
Yes.
It was definitely one of the hits this year. So my question goes to Meera and Monica, that since it was such a big hit, what are your views, thoughts about it? What you want to say at the end of the year? How was your experience? Meera, go for it.
જ્યારે રોટરી જોઈન કર્યું ને ત્યારે એવું ફીલ થતું હતું કે being a professional person can do and being a professional can do a service activity. Being housewife, how can I help? મને એમ થતું હતું કે હાઉસવાઇફ છું તો હું કંઈ સર્વિસ એક્ટિવિટી કરી શકીશ, હું રોટરી યર જોઈન કરીશ તો એવી રીતના એટલે એમ કન્ટિન્યુ માઇન્ડમાં ચાલતું હતું. ત્યારે 2018-19માં અમીષાબેને આ MHM સ્ટાર્ટ કર્યું. થોડુંક બેઝિક શી હેઝ એક્સપ્લેન એવરીથિંગ કે આવી રીતના યુ કેન એક્સપ્લેન ટુ એવરીબડી કે તમે એને જે મિથ છે એકચ્યુઅલમાં MHM વિઝ કે જે લેડીઝના ફેમિલીનું મિથ હોય કે જે ચાઇલ્ડને પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ ઇશ્યુઝ થતા હોય એ આપણે દૂર કરી. હાઇજીન પાર્ટ ઇઝ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ, પણ એ સાથે સાથે મિથે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે કે એ બી આપણે એને ચેન્જ કરી. એ ત્યારે એમ થયું કે ના વી કેન મોર થિંક ઓફ ધીસ વેરી વેલ. એટલે વિચાર્યું ત્યાં કુનાલ અને પૂર્વેશને ગીતા યુનિપેડવાળા સાથે કોન્ટેક્ટ થયો. શી હેઝ ટાઈ અપ વિથ અવર ડિસ્ટ્રિક્ટ એવી રીતના. અને એ જે રીતે એને એ જે લોન્ચ એને R3 પેડનું કર્યું કે જે એન્વાયરમેન્ટને બી આપણે હેલ્પફુલ કરી શકીએ અને ગર્લ્સને બી વુમેનને બી વોટ એવર ધ એજ બધાને આપણે બેનિફિશિયરી કરી શકીએ. નો ડાઉટ અમીબેનને અમને ફૂલ સપોર્ટ કર્યું. શી હેઝ એક્સપ્લેન મી એવરીથિંગ. અમે એને જેટલી વખત કન્સર્ન કર્યા કે ડુ સમથિંગ આનું શું કરીએ. એવરી ટાઈમ અમારે પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ મોર કરવા હતા પણ એવરી ટાઈમ શી કાન્ટ ફ્રી, કારણ કે શી ઇઝ ઓલ્સો લીડિંગ ગાયનેકોલોજિસ્ટ અને બહુ બિઝી એના શેડ્યુલ્સ હોય. એટલે શી હેઝ સજેસ્ટ મી કે વી વિલ આઈ વિલ મેક શ્યોર કે 2-3 સારા સ્પીકર્સ આપણે અરેન્જ કરીએ. હું એન્સને બધું એક્સપ્લેન કરું પ્રોપર ફ્રોમ ધ બેઝ ટુ હાઈ લેવલ સુધી બધું એને એક્સપ્લેન કર્યું. અને સ્પીકર લાઈક નિવેથા, ઈશિતા ચોટાઈ, નેહા શેઠ, નિવેથા અમલાની ત્રણેય જણાએ એટલું સરસ રીતે એને ફોકસ કર્યું. પણ ખાલી એનાથી નથી પોસિબલ થતું. વી આર એ ટીમ મેમ્બર્સ, કારણ કે એવરી ટાઈમ એ લોકો રેડી હોય એનો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરવા માટે. અધરવાઇઝ સમટાઈમ્સ એવું બી પોસિબલ થાય કે એની સાથે એને હેલ્પિંગ હેન્ડ જોઈએ કે એને જે એનું કામ સ્પીચનું પતી ગયું પછી જે R3 પેડનું કન્ટ્રીબ્યુશનનું છે, એનું ફોલોઅપ છે, એનો યુસેજ ગર્લ્સને કેટલી સુધી એને સેટિસ્ફેક્ટરી થયું, એનું આખી એક ફોલોઅપની અમારી ટીમ રેડી થઈ કે એની સાથે ગમે ત્યાં વિલેજમાં જવું હોય તો બી શીતલ ભાભી, પૂર્વી ભાભીએ મને એમ કીધું કે ગમે ત્યારે લાસ્ટ મોમેન્ટમાં તને એવું થાય કે આની સાથે સ્પીકર સાથે કોઈ અવેલેબલ નથી તો આઈ વિલ બી ધેર, કે મને તું લાસ્ટ મોમેન્ટ કહીશ કે 5 મિનિટ્સ પહેલાં કે 10 મિનિટ્સ પહેલાં તો બી અહીં છે. ઇવન અમે લોકો ગમે વિલેજમાં ગયા હતા તો દે સેડ કે ડોન્ટ વરી કે પૂર્વેશ અને કુનાલની રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ નથી, અમે લોકો આ લોકો સ્પીકર્સને લઈને એને કંપની દઈને એને કરશું. એટલે મારું ભલે કોઓર્ડિનેશન પાર્ટ હતો પણ ઘણા લોકો એવા બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં છે કે આખું ટીમ વર્કને કારણે વી ડીડ 25 પ્રોજેક્ટ MHM પ્રોજેક્ટ. એક પર્ટિક્યુલર ટીમ હતી એમ. અધરવાઇઝ 2-3 સ્પીકર્સ હોય તો એ ખાલી એનું બોલી એનું કામ એનું ભલે એને પ્રિપરેશન કરવાની હોય પણ નીડ સમ બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ ઇફોર્ટ્સ આર ધેર કે બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં જે બધા એન્સે જે સપોર્ટ કર્યો. નાની વાત છે કે ખાલી આ મને કેવું કે હું આવીશ પણ ઇટ્સ ડિફિકલ્ટ ફોર એન હાઉસવાઇફ ટુ સ્પેર સમ ટાઈમ, કારણ કે એ ઇઝી નથી મારા માટે બી કે કોઈના બી માટે કે ખાલી કે કહી દેવું છે કે ના આ થઈ ગયું એમ નહીં, પણ તમારો ટાઈમ ડિફિકલ્ટ છે એવું.
Well, it is rightly said that where there is a will, there is a way. So for us also, for this dream project, MHM project, I would say this would not have been possible without the help of Unipat team and our Rotary district. Rotary district has contributed a lot to minimize the price of the sanitary pads. That's why we were able to give so many this product to the beneficiaries. And as she rightly said, that each and every team members, they worked wholeheartedly throughout this year. I would say Dr. Amiben, she helped us a lot. She guided throughout whenever she was ready to give her time. After her profession work, she always ready to give us the time. And all the ladies of MHM team, they supported us every time. My contribution was very less throughout the year. Everyone knows. So I would say, the team was very helping, and they were all the time on their toes to help each other. So overall, this year was this wonderful year, and everybody rushed for this project. So I would like to thank each and every team of the MHM who helped us a lot.
Well, very rightly said by both of you, but I'll just add a little. This is my personal feeling that contribution कम या ज़्यादा नहीं होता. It's just that तुम जितना कर पाए, तुमने उससे हमेशा एक स्टेप ज़्यादा ही किया है. So that goes for both of you as well, because coordinating, following up is also very difficult. Because I remember since I was a part of the team, जब ऐसा भी time होता है, when coincidentally nobody is available. So you both have been there when others were not free, and arranged when, and you have always looked into it कि अच्छा कौन free है. You have informed, updated people beforehand. So I guess kudos to both of you, because if you both have not been taking so much interest, team shatter हो जाता था. वो देखते अच्छा इनको interest नहीं है तो why would we work? And of course Ami Ben, she has guided everyone throughout. People who did MOCs, people who were there to support, and I guess it was a tremendous experience, and I have memories to cherish forever.
As it is well said that the charity begins at home. So जब तक ये project start नहीं हुआ था, me and Meera were having lots of discussions over the phone. क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, अभी इससे क्या help मिलेगी. So I should say me and Meera first what we did, हम अपने बिल्डिंग की, अपने प्रेमाइसिस की, आजू बाजू नेबर्स की मेट को इकट्ठा कर करके क्वेश्चंस पूछते थे कि आप लोग क्या यूज़ करते हो, और उसके हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स या नुकसान आपको मालूम है, और इसके अलावा आपको कितनी इन सब चीज़ों में एजुकेशन है, क्या क्या पता चलता है. तो हम दोनों जब डिस्कस करते थे तो हमें यही लगता था कि सीरियसली हमारी मेट्स को या उनकी बेटियों को इन सब की एजुकेशन की बहुत ज़रूरत है. एंड उनको ये जो हेल्थ वाइज ये जो सैनिटरी पैड है आगे जाके रियली इट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर देम. And she has contributed from her side. She has given 4-5 packets to her maid, and I have given 4-5 packets to my maid. Then we came out of their suggestion, their feedback, that it's truly a wonderful thing. So तो हम लोगों ने फाइनली फिर सोचा कि yes we should go ahead with this. तो अगर हम एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं तो क्यों ना साथ साथ इसके हम we should provide this packets also to the girls. Then finally we started with this thing.
That was a thorough homework, I must say. Okay, on a lighter note, Kunal, would you want to share an embarrassing incident that probably happened throughout this year?
There are more than 100 maybe.
Give us the funniest and the most embarrassing one.
I won't say it was funny, but I remember that every time we were on the stage, or maybe at some project or at some institute, that we were supposed to deliver something about the Rotary or our projects or our work basically to the people that are sitting in front of us. So एक ज वस्तु दर वक्त हम तुकल this guy has અને મને એટલો ફસાયો છે એટલી બધી જગ્યાએ, અને મારે કહેવું હતું આજે એટલે હું કહું છું. But thankfully, all those embarrassing moments have been turned out to be positive. And I'll remember one thing that installation we had this skit in which our NETs had performed. And that was a concept that we just came 2 days prior to our installation. So we were just running behind it. Meera, Monica, me, Purvesh, Niveta, everybody was working for it. NETs were working for it, enacting it repeatedly. And I had never seen the final skit basically. And after watching it live on the installation day, I was into tears basically. And I was literally choking on the mic, and it was my turn after the skit. So I don't know, something positive came to me in my mind, I don't know. And that speech for MHM turned out to be the most beneficial speech for us, because that day everybody in the club, in the society, everybody who was present in the audience, they knew these guys are serious for this project. And every time this guy pinned me and just told me that you go ahead, that had been in my favor. So thank you.
So my pin worked. Yeah, it did work. Yes, yes.
So it was on a positive note, basically.
You know, one thing I have noticed, that the Rotary Club is not run by the Rotarians. It is run by the Rotarians, whether we like it or not.
Yes. That's true.
Okay? And I have a question for the ladies.
Yeah, please.
You know, you probably need to be more proactive. We already have one Rotarian over here who has done a fantastic job as an editor this year.
Yes.
Okay. So what other roles do you think, you need to be out more up front rather than in the background? So if you were to come up front, what roles do you think Rotarians should play in our club?
Really blank.
What about you?
Yes, well, we are always there with them in the projects they are working.
I've got one suggestion.
Okay.
I think we should at least have one meeting where, instead of all the board members sitting on the board or sitting on the dais, all their wives should sit over there and run one whole meeting. That will actually give us a clear idea on what is it that the women can actually do, even though they are not Rotarians, they are Rotarians.
Yes.
Today you have actually been running some of these programs, and you've been running your husbands as well. So I'm sure you can think of a lot other jobs that you can probably take up.
The thing is, even I can say on that part that at least I think so. See, in our district, last to last year, Pinky Ben was the DG.
Yes.
Yeah. So we can always have that. We can at least have Rotary ends into the board itself. Means, no doubt they have to be Rotarian
First.
for being into the board, but we can always do that. And we have many promising ends that can actually lead the club itself. I think so. There are many things they can do. Yes, yes. I think so. After seeing the MHM team and ANS working together in this year, I can surely say that the ANS of this club
Contribution
can
was maximum.
Yes,
ANS
they
contribution
can
was
lead, yes,
maximum.
yes.
Ajay, an example that comes to my mind is Ami Ben. She's not a Rotarian.
Yes, she is.
See, she has made
yes.
tremendous contributions. So I hope that we get to see more and more
Yes, yes.
Rotarians and more proactive jobs up front and not at the
They can
background.
work. Yeah, yeah. They can work tremendously.
Yes.
We can say that after the experience of this entire year, we can surely say that they can do many things. They all are the hidden talents of our club. That's it.
I guess even there are a lot of positions like project chairs, but there are other leadership positions as well. Like
Yes.
we have Purvi Bhabhi, Sheetal Bhabhi, they run the entire talent show. I guess it's since I have joined, I have seen both of them doing it, and they are doing amazing.
Yes.
So, yeah, be it they are a Rotarian or not, they are just a Rotarian, but there are a lot of positions that they can take up and lead somewhere. So, yeah, that is there. Okay, so this goes to Purvesh. તને પહેલા તો એવું ફીલ થયું હશે કે યાર આ પેન્ડેમિક આ જ વર્ષે થવું હતું. આઈ એમ શ્યોર at least for a fraction of a second that feeling would have come to your mind. So yeah, it certainly threw a googly. And you know, how was your experience after that?
See, this was the thing that I think so nobody thought of, and the way things went off, everything was off. You don't know how to work, and it was total a blank idea that I don't think so that anybody could have thought that we can do something in this part too. Apart from, I think so after some days it went out something that we can do some service project, we can help the society in some manner. Was there was some ideas going on mind, but there was restrictions from home, not going out anywhere. It was the entire year we were running, but this was the point that we were restricted from the family itself. So it was difficult, but the way the club came out with it, certain many projects, distribution of many number of kits,
Health checkup camps.
health checkup camps of the police, the entire police department. That was wonderful. That came out very good because we were appreciated like anything from the police commissioner himself. And
Lately, the blood donation camps.
yes, the blood donation camps. Many blood donation camps we did in this part. And I can always say that I think so there were many projects, but it was only once or twice when I was able to go there. But till date, I haven't heard a single word from any member that doing the service project, the president was not there, the secretary was not there. And apart from that, we had to do the entire work. And they have done it flawlessly. A entire team going to distribute kits at the end of the city, outside the city, on the outskirts, very small places. See, it was not easy for any one of us to go out. It was a life in danger, you can say that. And in this situation, to cope up with these things, it's just marvelous.
That makes the most vibrant club of the
Yes,
district.
yes. That's 100%.
That was good. I mean, the way we have coped as a club with the pandemic was fantastic. Now, I have another question for the ladies on a lighter note. After your respective spouses, you know, became the president and the secretary, did they learn to become self-sufficient and independent? બેમાંથી કોઈને ચા બનાવતા આવડે છે? આત્મનિર્ભર આત્મનિર્ભર થયા છે કે નથી થયા?
મારા કેસમાં એકદમ ઊંધું હતું કે પુરુષ પહેલા સેલ્ફ સફિશિયન્ટ હતો ફ્રન્ટલી કે પોતાની રીતે અમુક એને ડિસિઝન લઈ લીધું હોય તો હી ડિઝન્ટ બોધર ટુ આસ્ક મી સમટાઈમ્સ એવું પોસિબલ થાય છે કે એને હી હેઝ ડિસાઇડેડ પછી ફોર્માલિટી માટે જસ્ટ પૂછ્યું હોય દેટ્સ અ ડિફરન્ટ થિંગ બટ એને કરતું પણ રોટરી યર સ્ટાર્ટ થયું ફ્રોમ ધ ડે ફર્સ્ટ ડે હી હેઝ આસ્ક્ડ મી ઈચ એન્ડ એવરીથિંગ કે આ પ્રોજેક્ટનું આવું છે તો આપણે વી હેવ ટુ ડુ ધીસ કે મને આ થોડું ઇફ એને કન્ફ્યુઝન થાય ને તો એને કદાચ કુનાલને બી તો પૂછ્યો હશે સાથે સાથે મારો રિવ્યૂ બી એને હી હેઝ ટેકન કે વોટ યુ થિંક આ સિચ્યુએશન વોટ આઈ હેવ ટેકન ધ ડિસિઝન ઇઝ પ્રોપર ઓર નોટ ઇફ every time he has asked me that's sure thing
I would say self sufficient तो नहीं but रोटरी ईयर ने इनको सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन होना जरूर सिखा दिया और he was lacking somewhere in his time management so throughout the year yes he has learned to manage
I don't know if you noticed that.
Kunal हमेशा मेरी राह देखता है. I can say I'm still a late comer. He's always there waiting for me.
No, actually, basically क्या रहता है? He wake up. He's not, morning. He cannot wake early. Push करना पड़ता है कि अभी 9 बज गए 10 बज गए. You have to rush to the office. बट रोटरी ने मतलब दिमाग में एक अलार्म क्लॉक सेट कर दिया है कि अब मुझे उठना है एंड आई हैव लॉट मेनी थिंग्स टू डू इन अ डे. मीटिंग्स है, देन ऑफिस वर्क है, आज शाम को किड्स को टाइम देना है या प्रहान को मूवी के लिए लेके जाना है. तो दैट वे ही हैज मैनेज्ड हिज टाइम वेरी वेल, आई वुड से दैट.
So he's been a good boy. He's become a good boy.
Well, 50-80%. Still 30% more to go.
She has expectations. She has high hopes.
I cannot say. Means I cannot digest exactly your words. He has been a good.
Now we'll find out a few things about all of you. I think Neveth has got the next round for you, which is going to be very interesting.
Before we start the next round, I'll just give one tip to you both. बीवियों को याद सब रहता है. So this year, whatever you did, whatever you didn't do, that is going to come to you for years. कि तभी तो आपने ये करते थे, अब तो आप ये नहीं करते. So be aware of that. Yeah. Okay. So now you all know what is a rapid fire, right? Yeah. Okay. We all have seen Karan Johar. So okay, this is a rapid fire round. What we'll do is we'll throw some adjectives on you. ठीक है? वो adjective सुन के the first person that comes to your mind. Okay. Before this, it is a disclaimer for our audience as well. This is purely for fun. So no other intentions. This is just for fun and. Yeah.
I just have one point. Please don't say Karan Johar.
He's actually very
Guess who Karan
controversial.
who would be the Karan Johar amongst us, please?
No. As in, I was just giving the reference that okay, we all have seen that. So, yeah, So please be very rapid the way he also says. Okay. Chalo. Okay, we'll start with the first word. Okay, the first one goes to Purvesh and Kunal. Okay, who is the Chintamani according to you both? You guys can have different answers, and even if you guys have better answers.
So I just want to ask you.
No asking. Don't this is the first thing that comes to your
mind. Yeah, the first was.
What we need to answer is from the club or from us?
No, from the club. From the club.
That was the thing I asked.
Yeah. From the club.
The time is getting over.
Yeah, please be fast.
Yeah, I know.
One word answer.
Kunal.
Okay. Kunal, your answer.
My answer would have been Meera.
Yes, Meera.
Okay, Babaji, the one who gives gyan all the time. Who has always something to say.
I don't know exactly. You answer.
Bhavesh bhai, okay.
I agree.
So you always stop saying I agree, Purvesh. You have to churn your brain wheels, please.
I agree on that part.
Okay, ठीक है, चलो. Okay, next goes to Meera and Monica. Boy next door. The one who is always sweet and kind to everyone. अच्छा बच्चा.
Rishit?
I would not say that. Oh, she's disagreeing it on my face. I don't know. He's not the one.
My answer is different.
Sure. Sheetal Bhabhi.
Then she'll be the girl
boy.
next door. Okay, girl next door will be Sheetal Bhabhi. Boy next door.
Boy.
It's a rapid fire.
Yeah, we cannot think so much.
I think Dhruv also.
And for you, girl next door?
Nivetha.
I would not say that for myself ever. Okay, the laughing Buddha. That goes for both of you. Okay, imagine a laughing Buddha and the first person that comes to your mind. It's so simple.
I don't think so. Okay. Anybody who would laugh like this?
Look in the mirror.
Yeah,
I know that.
I agree.
But the thing is, how could I say my own name? Yeah.
Did that? Kunal said his
Hello,
name.
Kunal. Who is the laughing Buddha according to you?
Ashwin Lodya.
Okay, nice. Okay, who is the Einstein according to you, the intelligent one?
I can have two people on that mind. I can say that Sarju Bhai and Manish Bhai.
Okay, nice.
I can say on that part.
Yeah. What about Kunal?
Yogesh Mehta.
Yogesh Mehta. Okay, now that this goes to both of you, Sabka Dost, the one who is friendly with all.
Sabka do.
Vidhi.
Vidhi. Okay, nice. This goes to you and Purvesh. Who is the Govinda of the club?
Quick answer.
Darshan Bhai.
Ashish Joshi.
Ashish Joshi, okay. Okay. The funniest one to both of you. Come on, the funniest one. This should be the easiest to answer.
Quick answer. You don't have time.
See, I cannot find somebody more funny than me, but I don't know.
You're full of PJs, Purvesh.
Kunal, go ahead. Shoot.
Ankur Sangri.
Thank you.
Okay, this goes to Meera and Monica. Full of life.
Full of life. Ami Mehta.
Yeah, Ami.
Okay, the innocent one. Masoom Sa. Come on. Monica. कोई नहीं है मासूम सा क्लब में मैं भी नहीं no I'm just kidding. Devangi, okay. You have the same answer? Okay. The stylish one. This also goes.
Stylish one.
Yeah. The one who is always decked up and you जिसके कपड़े देखने को ना ऐसा मेरे को भी चाहिए वैसा वाला.
Meet Kodasra.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
What about you, Kunal? You got something on your mind?
Yeah, he's been laughing. You can answer, Kunal. You can voluntarily answer. That's okay. 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 Kunal and Purvesh, the dependable one. You can depend on that person. मतलब ऐसा बोलते हैं ना 2 AM वाला friend.
Besides each other, you have to give somebody else's name.
Yeah, please. No, not this.
I can say about that, but I can say Yogesh Bhai on that part. Yogesh Mehta.
Okay.
Mehul Nathwani.
The shy one.
Rishit.
Yes, I agree for that.
I agree for that.
I think so everyone should agree for that.
We're not talking about you. Next.
Okay, this also to both of you. The president material.
From the board? Or the
Be it anyway, from the club or the board. Anyone.
Even if you got an answer, go ahead.
Yeah. See, anybody can voluntarily answer. That's okay.
Or you have to be fast. Bhavesh Mehta.
Okay. Okay, now next to both of you, the weight watcher, जो हमेशा ऐसा जरा 500 ग्राम भी बढ़ गया तो हाय मचा देता है, ऐसा कोई.
Nivetha.
Okay. No, I'm not.
I think Vishma.
Okay. The social butterfly to both of you. जो सबको जानता है और जिसको सब जानते हो.
Nivetha, next.
Nivetha. No.
Okay, this is getting. Yeah, please, both of you can answer.
को छोड़ के थोड़ा bashing हो गया.
I know.
Purvesh, you're going red in the face. Who do you have in mind?
No, I guess I would want to be a social butterfly, but I have a long way to go. So anybody else who is in your mind?
Yeah, Purvi Bhabhi. Purvi Bhabhi.
Yeah, Purvi Bhabhi can do one.
For me, Nivetha.
Okay. Okay, happy-go-lucky. This all of you can answer. Who is happy-go-lucky?
Nilesh Bhojan.
Neeraj Bhojani. Okay. Okay, now who is the Santa Claus of the club?
Brings gifts.
Yeah, not brings gifts exactly, but spreads happiness is always like, it's a Santa Claus wala feeling aata hai. Huggable or whatever, approachable.
Viren Kothari.
Okay,
Very
nice. Very true. The cool dude of the club.
Ravi Chotai.
Ravi Chotai, yeah. The workaholic. This is last, so please. Yeah, workaholic. ऐसे लोग होंगे ना जिसका ऐसा रात को 1 बजे मेल आता है, 2:30 बजे मेल आता है, वैसे वाले.
My answer would be Bhavesh Mehta.
Yeah, I agree on that part. He can if a work is given to him, he can reply you anytime.
Even Manish Bhai.
Manish Bhai for them.
Okay. Good we didn't had a hamper. मैं किसी को भी नहीं देती इसमें से.
You guys were very slow and you were very thoughtful and you were.
मैं घर लेके जाती वो hamper तो तुम लोगों को नहीं देती for sure.
नहीं अभी तो क्या है सर, पूरा साल में फायर इतना हुआ गया ना कि वो रैपिड कहाँ चला
See,
गया
that
पता
is a
नहीं
good
चला।
escape, but no excuses. मैं पक्का घर लेके जाती हूँ, हैम्पर नहीं देती.
नहीं कोई वांदा नहीं, we'll surely send you a hamper for that.
Now I have a question for the ladies. You know, earlier I'd asked you about what are the roles Rotary ants can play. But what we've also seen is that there are a lot of ladies, you know, who are coming up and becoming Rotarians. And the wives of Rotarians, who are men, are called Rotary ants. So what do you think should be the name for the husbands of lady Rotarians?
Rotary Annas.
That was quick thinking. So we have Rotary ants and now we'll have Rotary Annas. But don't you feel that we need to have something which is more gender neutral now?
But for that we need to call the international president.
For Rotary Annas, you don't need to.
But that's for our club, right? What about the whole district, or maybe the India, or maybe worldwide?
You guys had an awesome year. We all can see all the smiles here, all the glitters. Is there anything that you guys dreamt of and that didn't happen this year?
See, I can say that I can give a more lengthy answer of what you thought. But starting from the very first, I can say that what we had dreamed, we have I think so almost we have done entire things. You can say that starting from basic means what me and Kunal we had a thought from the very first point that we need to work on the roots of the society, and that was a common thought of all four of us, and it started perfectly on that part, doing those, as Kunal mentioned earlier, that doing those distribution of kits of Farsan and Chikki, and doing this pad-free village, helping on this COVID part. So there were many things that came out more of what we thought. Those distribution of those Farsan kits and Chikki distribution was a very small thought on the prior part, but it went so well. It went so well that we always think that I think so. Even Mehul bhai and Nilesh bhai are going to continue these projects, and it created so impact on the society, on the reputation of our club. It went so well. So I think so that we did almost all those things, all those meetings. Yeah, we can say that 2-3 months we lacked on some meetings, and on the probably on the fun part there was many things that we decided many things also. Yes, we always we can share this with Mehul bhai, and we can always do those things, but there are many things on the meetings part that we lacked on this 3 months of this closure or stuffs. But service projects were the things that I don't think so we lacked anything, and it went perfectly, I think, say that. What do you say, Kunal? Yeah.
So from what I hear, you know, what I've heard in the last half an hour over here today, that you have had actually a very good time throughout the year.
Yes.
You have been supported by numerous members of the Rotary Club of Rajkot Greater.
Yes.
Maybe you do not have sufficient time to take all their names.
Yes.
And what was most heartening to learn was that the Rotary ants, the ladies, have had almost equal participation, and not just the two of you, but from what I hear from all the other spouses as well. And I think one of the great things about RCRG is that we are one family. And when you are one family, you have the support of each and every member of your family. And that has probably taken you through the whole year. And I hope that the next president and the next team also has your support and has the same support
Yes.
from all the members of the club. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.